عذرا جئت بعد العسر يسرا ربنا أعلاك قدرا يا إمام الأنبياء.
حاشا لله وقلنا حاشا لله ما هذا بشرا إن هذا إلا ملك كريم. قالت فذلكن الذي لمتنني فيه ولقد راودته عن نفسه فاستعصم ولئن لم يفعل ما آمره ليسجنن وليكونن من الصاغرين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإن جودنا لهم الغالبون وعلم كما لم تكونوا تعلم وكان فضل الله عليك عظيما. We thank Almighty Allah who has made it possible for us to converge as usual, and we are discussing Quranic Concept. In other words, we are discussing issues about Almighty Allah. We have started, and the concepts had been brought out, and we are taking them one after the other. The first concept is what we are still discussing, which is the lawful halal, what Almighty Allah has agreed for us to do, that if we do them, there is a reward for us. What is that reward? Is paradise. He made mention from the lawful. We talk about the Salat, which is recommended by Almighty Allah. You see, a lot of us do not really understand that nothing good comes easy. You must have to try, you must have to labor, you must have to toil before you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. Even these 5 daily prayers that we are talking, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam never just slept and got them. He was taken on a journey where he went to the heaven. He was being conducted, being shown how things are being done. He moved from one heaven to the second heaven. They didn't just get there. A lot of things were happening on the way. Signs were being seen. And those signs, an angel, which is Malaika Jibril, in any time he asks a question, he will be able to explain, this is what that thing meant, this is what it meant. He was able to be telling him, even when they get to the heaven 1, heaven 2, they were all there. At a time they will get to meet this prophet. Who is this man here? He's a social prophet. He did that. He got to Sidratul Muntaha. When he got there, Angel Gabriel, which is Malaika Jibril, has to wait for him, and he went there. He exercised everything they wanted him to exercise. Then as he was going, out of happiness, he was given a gift. The gift that he was given is this salat. And this salat, initially, it was about 50 rakas that will be prayed daily by the Muslim, the Ummah of of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. As he was coming back, he came back, he met with Musa alayhi salatu wa salam. He asked him, how was your journey? What did you meet there? And if you had met this, what was the gift that Almighty Allah now gave to you? He said, I was given 15 rakahs to be prayed every day. He said, you cannot do so. Your ummah, I know them to be very lazy. They cannot do so. They cannot observe them. Even we, that we are agile, we are smart, who were given 2 rakahs, my ummah, or were unable to complete, to observe them. So go back to your Lord. Tell him to reduce from it, that your woman is a weak woman. He went back, 10 was slashed from it. It was not 40. He came back to Musa alayhi salatu wa salam. They still discussed. He said no. He kept on going till the salat was not slashed and remained in 5. He told him again, go back. They cannot. He said, I am shy. I can't go back to Almighty Allah to ask him for additional reduction in this. If you still look at the prayers, the salah is equivalent, the reward of each salah is equivalent to 10. And 10 multiplied by 5 is still that 50 rakat that was initially being sent down to us through Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. There is nothing good comes easy. He went through this exercise before this gift was not given. It is Allah, Almighty Allah agreed that this should be done. When you have done this, you are going to go to paradise. You must know how the salat are being observed, not just make ablution. Some of us do not even know how to make ablution. You just come to a prayer ground, hitting your head on the ground. You do not follow the procedure. It doesn't been done that way. You have to go to madrasa, go and learn. If you do not learn, why not visit a learner, a personal, and ask him certain questions about how prayers are being conducted? You will be told. That is how that was settled. Today, tomorrow, go to Quran, go to Hadith, any book you want to go to. The paramount discussion there is Salat. A man came one time, having listened to this, having heard this, how the Salat was given to the Ummah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam as a gift. He said, Ya Muhammadu sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, Mal Imanu. What is Iman? What is faith that we are talking? What is this believing? Well, what is believing? What is belief we are talking about? He went to Surah Al-Baqarah, which is chapter 2, verse 177. He was reciting an ayah to him. First of all, a man came to Abazari. It was Abazari, the man initially came to. He was asking a certain question like that. And when he recited this same ayah, Lesa libiro atuwelu ujuaku kibela limashariki wali magharib walakina libiro mana amana billahi wal yawmil akhir wali malaikati wali kitabi wa nabiyyin. He recited them, and the man was not convinced. And Mujahid the matter was equally being brought to him, and Mujahid Abu Zari had died a long time before Mujahid was even given birth to. He told the man, if you are not satisfied, this is how I was with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, when a man came to him and asked him a similar question, and he gave him a similar answer. So why do you want not to believe in what I have said? Iman When we say, when somebody say, I am a believer, somebody says, I'm a believer. If you have agreed you are a believer, that is why Almighty Allah, whenever He wants to talk, say, Ya ayyuhal ladzina amanu, those who are believed. It's a quite different thing from Muslim, because Muslim is someone who has submitted. Mu'min is higher than Muslim. I have submitted. I don't want to cause any chaos. I don't want to cause any trouble in anywhere. You are fully submitted. Islamic name can't be given to you. You answer Islamic name. Sometimes you will even be praying. But you don't have that iman. Iman is quite different from mu'min. Mu'min is quite different from Muslim. Mu'min is higher. That is why it's oftentimes in the Quran, glorious Quran, you would have heard what Almighty Allah say, Ya ayyuhal ladzina amanu, Ya ayyuhal ladzina amanu. That is what is not normally reminded. Then, if you know, then you will not respond. So how do we know that? You cannot have in mind, you cannot be righteous by turning to the west and east. You say that is the simple analogy here is that you cannot say because you are praying, either you are turning to the east, either you are turning to the west, meaning that you have faith, or you are a believer, or you are a righteous person. Never. It is not like that. What we are saying, that first and foremost, when you have agreed, that is number one, you must have to accept Almighty Allah. Accept Almighty Allah that, oh, He is my Lord. Even though I have not seen Him, He is my Lord. He is the one that created me. He is my creator. So you must believe in Him. That whatever has happened, it is from Almighty Allah. It might be called it was sharing. Whether good has happened, from Almighty Allah. Whether bad has happened, from Almighty Allah. No one can take a soul. No one can kill someone. As time progresses, we may be getting to all those things one after the other, so that you understand better that when anything happens, it's from Almighty Allah. No one, anybody can die at any point in time in life, whether you are young, whether you are younger or youngest, whether you are older or you are oldest, anybody can die. No one can kill a soul. You must have to believe that. That is halal. Number one is halal. Believing Almighty Allah is halal. It is what is very, very lawful. He said, وَلِيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. Not to just believe in Almighty Allah. Almighty Allah has told us that a day shall come when every man will be assembled in a place where judgment will be carried out. For those who have done good will go to paradise. For those who have done badly will go to hellfire. A day like that, you must believe in it. If you do not believe in it, automatically you are not a mu'min. You don't have faith. You can't be called Abdul Rahman. It doesn't really matter. That is what you believe. That because you are being called Abdul Rahman, Abdullah, that you are a mu'min. No, it is not like that. Mu'min is quite different from Muslim. He said, Wali Malaika. They believe in Malaika because they are the one Almighty Allah sends messages. You go there, you are in charge of this. Even angel is in charge of death. Angel is in charge of messages, which is a Gabriel. He communicates from Almighty Allah to his own prophet. That is how he communicates. Day in, day out, he's on a journey. He will take a message from Almighty Allah, take it to the prophet, and from there he takes back. Even as we are here, he takes message to us, but we may not know. He takes message. Whatever we have done, it is already recorded. Taken back to Lohil Mahfuz, it will be there. It's already been what? Documented. You will not be asked that day, what have you done? How did you do it? No, nothing of that nature. Things like that will be enforced by the grace of Almighty Allah. May Almighty Allah guide us. Now they said, Wali Kitab, after then, believing in all books that are being sent right from time of Adam in the Quran. From that time to Quran, all the books, like we have a Old Testament, which is a Torah, we have a New Testament, which is a Injil, we have Zebura, we have a Pastor, we have Psalm, everything there in the Bible there, and we have them in our Quran, everything like that. You need to accept them. That Almighty Allah said He has sent them as long. But He made it so convincingly. He said convincingly that now that the last prophet, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, has come, every other books already have been kept. They are no longer in vogue. What is in vogue right away? It is the glorious Quran. You must recite the glorious Quran. Whatever you are find there, it is very lawful. You must work with it. He said, "Wa nabiyyin." He said, "Nabiyyin." Then you have to talk about all the prophets, all of them, right from Adam, whether it is Moses, Anabi Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, wa Isa, wa Ayuba, wa Yaquba, wa Isaka, wa Ismail, all of them, wa Yunus, you must accept them, wa Suleiman, wa Dauda, all of them, you must accept them. They all came from Almighty Allah, not from any other body. There was no time they had ever said that, okay, they had never said one time, come and be worshiping me, I am your Lord. They have never said anything like that. All the time you see there, they walk telling you that, worship Almighty Allah, follow me. If you follow me, I'll be able to deliver you. But if you do not follow me, you will still have a reward. Those are the things they were putting forward to their brethren, their folk. That is what they were doing. When he says so, have you been able to have passed this stage? That is not enough. You're still talking, you have faith. You have iman. Wa talimala ala hubihi, that you are going to release, give money. You are going to release money, and this money, you are cherishing this money. You have passion, you have love for the money to use it for something. Some other people will tell you from another side of school, will tell you that you have to give money because of Almighty Allah. While the other school said that you are releasing money, giving money because you too have passion for that money, you have love for the money. It is Almighty Allah that knows which one that is most appropriate. If I want to say, I will follow the school of thought who said you have love for the money and you will spend the money. He said that the first set of people you are going to spend that money for is a willing kurba, is your relatives, starting from your parents, even starting from your mommy, your father, your brother, your sister, so on and so forth. Those that are around you, close, even your neighbors, it will come to a time. Your neighbors are a part of you. You must give them out of what you love, which is money. Waliyatama, not only them, look for the orphans. People don't know. Sometimes I see people that even when an old man will call himself, I am an orphan, I am an orphan. You are not an orphan. An orphan is within the age of 13 years. As long as you are clever, you know what to do, you can work, you can do one or two things to get money, you are no longer an orphan. An orphan is between the age of maybe from 1 to 13. That is what we can call an orphan. But not this now, that a man who has grown to 30, 40, he has a family. Whenever he wants to talk, he will tell you, you know that I'm an orphan. You are not an orphan. Know it to be. Then, having said so, Wali Yatama, Wali Masakin, those who are poor, they don't have anything, they are very poor, you need to give them from what you believe you love, which is your wealth, give it from to them. He said, he brought them sequentially, so that you will not miss them. When he said, Wali Masakin, Wabene Sabil, as someone who is a visitor or someone who is on journey. If someone is on journey and he finds himself in a predicament where he's out of cash, or maybe they were robbed, they all have all his valuables were collected, and the person comes to you that he says, I need help. This is what is happening. You must attend to that person. From that your loved wealth, you must do so. He said, was healing those who come to you, whether he's a rich man, he's not a rich man, and he has come to you, I'm sorry, give me money, I want to eat. And you may not want to give to the person. The reason being that you felt that person, he has money already, and look at the caliber of the car the person is driving. How can this person be asking me to give him money to eat? At times you may not understand. Someone may just be fortunate, he will get a car. Somebody may just give you a car, you don't have anything. Maybe you are driving the car, another person that sees that is a very rich man, not knowing that that man does not have penny or pence on him. May Almighty Allah not let us give us challenge that. May Almighty Allah not give us challenge we cannot handle. There was fear recall. Quranic told us that. Then those who were servants in those days, you can as well go and pay and discharge them. You give them their free will to move around. They are no longer servants. A thing like that, you would do so. Those are things, count them from where we are coming. After now, where Almighty Allah said, we come and swallow, then go and establish that 5 daily prayers which we gave to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Go and be praying. Then, even when you are praying, ensure that all those things you have elaborated so far, work with them. That is where your salat will be valuable. If you believe that, oh, I'm praying alone, you are stingy, you don't want to give anything to anyone because you feel, we are doing prayer, what zakah, we are doing zakah, that you are going to paradise directly, I do not know. Because you do sadaqah, we do not know. Equally told us again, another unique matter was that you should be very patient, whatever condition, whether you are poor, whether you are sick. You don't have food to eat, that does not tell you to go to the world and be begging up and down. Because Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam said that it is even more ideal for someone to take a mashad and has a rope and go to the bush to get firewood to go and sell. It will be better, which invariably means if that person goes to a job and do some manual job and gets money, would have been better for him moving from one place, looking for a dead palm, 1 or 2, looking for a muscle, somebody that will feed you. So, somebody that will feed you, that is not ideal. Put yourself together, exercise your muscle, do 1 or 2 things where money will come instead of you to depend on anybody. He said it will be better for you instead of you to go and beginning to tell people beg for money. You become a beggar and you are fit to do work, except someone who is incapacitated. That is the kind of people that can ask for words, for arms, not you that you are strong. You want to take anyone advantage. You begin to disadvantage and begin to go from one place to another. You can see my hand is paining me. You can see I have a distraction or a fraction of my leg. As a result of that, you are begging. Even one pimples on your face, you begin to beg for money. You begin to beg for arms. That is not what we are saying. You must work up. You must try your best. Nothing good comes easy. You have to work yourself. If you do all those things, try your best, that is when your iman will be substantiated. When you keep on begging people, asking for alms, definitely somebody will even trigger you. Then you begin to talk anyhow. You begin to talk. That is what Almighty Allah said. He has, from this surah, he told us, when you have entered, you have made a promise or a covenant with somebody, definitely you must fulfill it. Even if it is Almighty Allah, you must fulfill it. You have told Almighty Allah, I am going to, if I want, there is something I have in my mind I want to do. If I'm able to get this thing I want to do, I will use 3-7 fasting to thank you. And you could not do it even when you have gotten what you were saying that you want to get. When you die, somebody will pay for that debt. It's a debt. Otherwise, you will not go to paradise. Even if you have promised somebody, I am going to use you, this year I'm going to pay for you to go to Mecca. I am going to buy you a car. I am going to build a house for you. But you couldn't. It was a promise. You will fulfill it. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam told us, if you go to Buhari, many of the hadiths, he said, Hayatul Munafiq Salasa. It is 3 things, characteristics you will use to know somebody that is hypocrite. Is a hadasa kazaba. Whenever he talks, he lies. That is their own. You know him by that way. Watch their tongue. Watch the way they are talking. They talk, they lie. What is a wa'ada? Akhlafa. When he makes a promise, that promise will not stand. It will destroy it. What is a utumina? Oh, this thing, keep it for me. He will not return it. That is ayatul munafiq. Wafil watan al-ukhra. If you go to another hadith, he said, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam said, is a hadasa kazaba. Whenever he talks, he lies. What is a ahada? When he makes a promise, Godara, he will spoil it. What is a utumina? Keep this thing. I am going to get it from you. Fajara. No, he will not return it. He will not. Then, in another hadith from Muslim, he made that to before. What is a hosama? When quarrel has come, it will explode. He begins to talk up and down, making enough of, you don't know me. He begins to brag. And those are the signs you will use to know those type of people. And those type of things, they are not halal. What is halal is what we have been reading, translating, using it to preach to ourselves, that before you can call yourself, I am a mu'min, you must follow this procedure that will tell you whether you are a believer or you are not a believer. Someday you will be sick, or someday you will be poor. If that is a fact, go back to Almighty. Believe that it is Almighty Allah. You have to be patient. Those are the people that we believe that they fear Almighty Allah. Anybody that goes contrary to this does not fear Almighty Allah. So, what we are saying here in essence is that before you are beginning to brag, you say, I'm a Muslim, I am a believer, certain other characteristics must be listed in your mind, believing that if I do all those things, first of all, I have to believe in Almighty Allah. You have already listened to them, walk with them. Inshallah, on that day of resurrection, you will go to paradise. No one will distract you not to go to paradise. It is halal. That is what Almighty Allah said. No one can ever counter that. Whoever counters that is a part of hellfire. May Almighty Allah not subject us to hellfire. May Almighty Allah guide us. May Almighty Allah guide us. And this is where we are going to stop for today. I believe whatever it is, even if you believe you are a Muslim, mu'min, but with what we have said so far, from the glorious Quran, from here you will understand whether you are really mu'min or you are not a mu'min. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Sallu ala nabiyil kareem sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam.
فجرا جئت بعد العسر يسرا ربنا أعلاك قدرا يا إمام